Photographer Annie Leibovitz had critical success with her 1999 book of portraits called Women. More than 25 years later, she is re-releasing the book with a second edition of her photographs. You can scan the QR code on your screen there to purchase it today. To celebrate Women's History Month, Anthony Mason talked to Leibovitz about her work photographing some of the world's most influential and interesting women.
I love this photograph. You shot this one for the book?
Shot this one for the book, and
Annie Leibovitz's latest book of photographs
this one was amazing.
Is a 2-volume set called Women.
What made you put Joan Baez in a tree?
She told me she climbs into trees. So I said, okay, let's go in the tree.
It pairs a book of newer works with her landmark book of portraits, first published in 1999.
We didn't know what we looked like, what
Yes.
women looked like. I hate to call it a surprise, but it was a surprise. So
Was it a surprise to you?
yes, it was. It was Susan Sontag's idea to do the book.
Right, which you resisted.
I totally thought it was a bad idea because I thought it's just like going out and photographing the ocean. It's just too broad, too big. What are you talking about? How are we going to do this? This is like, how do we do this?
How do you end up approaching something that big?
Well, you just start.
Women includes 250 portraits spanning 30 years.
I'm just looking at Justice Jackson.
Like Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson.
It was her idea to do it at the Lincoln Memorial, and I don't know why I was nervous about that idea. And it turned into such a wonderful sitting.
She photographed Queen Elizabeth at Buckingham Palace.
What would she like to work with?
Oh, she was cranky. She came down the hallway, kind of very irritated, saying, I am never wearing this stuff. It's going to weigh 75 pounds, It was like, she was wonderful. I loved her.
And she followed former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi around the Capitol.
She walked like maybe 3 to 4 miles a day, in high heels, And it was like, and I tried like hell.
You couldn't get in front of her.
I couldn't get in front of her.
Then she realized it was a portrait of a woman always in motion.
She hates sitting for pictures, yeah.
I imagine a lot of people do.
Yeah, I totally am empathetic. How could you not be? I don't like it, you know. I don't like this,
In her introduction to the original book, the late Susan Sontag wrote, "A man can always be seen. Women are looked at." In the new volume, Gloria Steinem writes, Annie's images demanded that women be seen.
Her eye is so magical. So I guess I was trying to say photography is an art. She is an artist.
Many of Leibovitz's subjects showed up at the party to launch the book, like Martha Stewart and Anna Wintour, her editor at Vogue.
There's such a strong and clear point of view to the work that you see in front of you.
Yeah.
Every image is Annie. No one else could have taken these pictures.
And reproductive rights activist Amanda Zarowski.
You're in pretty extraordinary company.
Yeah, to say the least. But, it's just so empowering to be surrounded by so many amazing, impactful fighters.
And war photographer Lindsay Addario.
I think it's so important to have these books where we can look at the women who were trailblazers in every single field.
You could point your camera at anything. What drew you to taking portraits?
I realized at a certain point that I had a point of view, and I couldn't exercise that point of view in journalism.
What is that then, this relationship you have with taking pictures? Is it a relationship with the camera?
You don't stop framing or seeing ever, because it's just what, I sit down and I immediately see a picture here, I'm not, I would consciously not take my camera sometimes, somewhere, because all I could think about was taking pictures all the time. And then that eventually led to thinking about, having children, because I come from a big family.
While her 3 daughters appear in Women, Leibovitz asked that we not show them.
They don't like me taking pictures of them.
Why not?
They're private. I like that about them, though.
Yeah.
I have to say. This is a very contemporary picture for me.
Now 76, Annie Leibovitz says her work isn't done.
I love being older. You know what it is? It's like you know what you're doing now.
When you look at these photographs, I guess to some degree, you must see different chapters of your own life.
Sure.
Well, what do they tell you?
Oh, it's not over yet. What do you mean? Whoa.
That's great.
No, it sure isn't over, that's for sure. One of the things I found fascinating was when she said she really didn't want to do that initial women book back in 1999, but then she got an assignment from Vanity Fair to shoot the Showgirls in Vegas, and she saw them both in costume and out. And all of a sudden, she realized there was a whole side of a person you didn't see. And that's part of what she went after. And that's why that book ended up being so profound
I'm looking at
its
these
time.
portraits. They are stunning. Yes. And I love what Susan Sontag said, what you had in the piece, which is that over time, men are seen and women are looked at, almost essentially saying that they're ogled. And I thought that was really profound.
Yeah.
I also love how dramatic and yet casual and intimate her
It's
photos.
very interesting. I'm looking at the Billie Eilish photograph behind you there. It's both of those things.
Yes.
And there's that Secretary Clinton there.
Yeah, in her office.
Yeah, in her office. It's just the way, the fact that it must be incredibly illuminating as an artist, but also it must be hard to see a photograph everywhere you look.
One of the things she got a little prickly about was I said, what do you do to make people comfortable? She said, I don't do anything. That's not my job. And I was like, but then how do you get this?
Right.
You know?
I think that was the most interesting part of your piece, though, when she talked about Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
And how she was just frustrated. And of course, you see all of these different women, they present themselves in such a curated, especially Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
And the photo is so dramatic, but that color, that intimate moment that she is able to have with these subjects that brings out that beautiful photo. I mean, I loved hearing that color from your piece.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how she does it, because I don't know about you guys, but when somebody puts a still camera in front of me, I hate it.
Just look at my headshot.
What am I supposed to do?
Anthony, thank you.
Yep.
Beautiful piece. And to buy Annie Leibovitz Women 2025 edition, you can scan the QR code on your screen.